Well, people, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Um, what 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 more can be said? Um, as you haven't seen, the Atlanta Falcons have officially lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 30-17. Now, this Mike, go ahead, man. Just go ahead. Well, I actually have a lot that I took from this game.
uh, hmm. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not disappointed in this game whatsoever. Yeah, even though we took an L, I'm not disappointed in any way, shape, or fashion. So to be honest, like I think this game shows you exactly what the Falcons could be. You get a couple of talented guys here and there. This is an easy win for the Falcons because Tampa really did not have an answer for the running game for at least the first couple
Quarters.
first couple quarters. Yeah, they didn't have a run like
Well, well,
Mike
all the
was
way
in,
to all the way halfway
CP
to the
was
third
doing.
quarter.
Yeah, yeah, they did a great job actually staying in the game. Again, this is just what we've been saying all year. It comes down, what up, cuz? It comes down to just not having the weapons. It's really that simple. And let me say, I saw a couple of. I'm seeing some dumb shit. I just I gotta say something about this. I just every week is some dumbass shit from people. It's like, fuck is wrong with y'all? Excuse my language, but what is wrong with y'all? I'm saying stuff like we need to get rid of Deion Jones. Like, what the hell are you talking about? This is Deion Jones. Fourier and Deion is literally in at least top 10 and tackles in the NFL, and y'all trying to tell me we need to get rid of Deion Jones. And it's not regular people. These are people who call themselves content creators who are saying this stuff. Get rid of, like, what are we talking about? And then when players start to play awful, we say, "Oh, I told you so." These guys are young. They're going against a veteran Super Bowl team. What the heck do you guys expect? They have not had a whole year under their belt yet. But let's keep it real. If we're gonna talk about how bad they play, and they did play bad in pass protection, but let's talk about how they dominated and Ndamukong Suh Vita Vea early in the game, because they dominated them early in the game. So this is stuff that I'm talking about. Yeah, we lost, but they easily could have won that game. If you have a couple of guys, if you have a Ridley, you have a Hayden Hurst, this is a completely different game. They don't have the Falcons at the end of the day. The Falcons just don't have enough talent. All right, it's really that simple. They don't have enough talent whatsoever. And like I said, from what I saw from Mike Davis. I mean, obviously, I think everybody can say that. I don't know why I just got blank right now. CP. We can all say CP can do his thing, but when you talk about, running game and how the offensive line play as far as the running game is concerned, like, yeah, these guys. I mean, at the end of the day, they didn't give the offensive they really didn't give the offense, much. The offensive linemen, like they were, these guys were putting a lot of stunts. They were A gap blitzing. They was, doing that. They was faking the A gap blitz, faking the B gap blitzes, and like this. We got young guys. You got Mayfield and Hennessy for the most part, Dahlman, these guys in their first year. They gonna run these guys. Like they gonna run these guys ragged, and that's exactly what I saw. But let's um bring on let's bring on somebody right before you get we'll get go ahead, K-Style.
Look, we got the OG in here with us. We got let. All right, OG man, what you got for it? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on mine. I'm gonna see what you got to say on this right quick.
First of all, praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord. Yes, sir.
Lord.
Because I got to start off. We're not a very good football team, man. Just that simple. When you got guys in a rotation like number 23, Eric Harris probably couldn't make Banneker High School up there. So that boy's bad, man. He's a bad football player. He has no situational awareness. He's piss poor. And I heard he started for another NFL team, which is amazing to me. But guess what? I don't have a bigger problem with Eric Harris as I do with number 45. Debo Jones is piss poor in his, again, situational awareness. First 2 touchdowns scored on Debo Jones. Okay, if Brady is rolling out, Tom Brady, if he's rolling out, and you got Leonard Fournette in front of you, why are you biting on Brady? You think Brady can really beat you to the pylon, Debo Jones? Bro, just gonna stay. Somebody gonna catch Brady. Stay with Fournette. He dumps it over, touchdown. Next drive, the one he missed the extra point on, he dumps it over to Gronkowski, touchdown. Hey man, that's why I smoke. Excuse me, that's why I take meds. These motherfuckers here, man. I'm telling you something, bro. Like from Friday night to right now, my team's just done laid fucking eggs, man. Hawks tricked the game off to the goddamn 6 of Friday. We all know what happened yesterday, and then the first thing I hear when they get on the other day, that puss ass Jonathan, excuse me, that dude, that Jonathan Vilma dude.
Yeah, he was a clown today, bro. He was an absolute clown today. I don't know what the hell he was talking about.
All kind of jabs today. You know what I mean? We know you played for the Saints. We know you played, but But hey, man, at the end of the day, believe it or not, I saw some good things today. I just, I'm not. And for those of y'all out there who's watching this, no, I'm not as mad as you is about it. So, fuck you. So now with that being said, I did see a lot of good things today. I mean, the line blocked well. Mayfield started getting abused by Vita Vea in the second half, which we expect. Couple times Matt got sacked. I felt like he could have got rid of the ball, but I'm sitting in my chair at the house, and I'm not playing the game, and I don't know what the fuck going on out there. But it looked like a couple times he could have got rid of the football. We had the ball hit the ground too many times. Whatever's going on with that snap, they need to get that shit right. I don't know what's going on, but whatever's going on with that snap, they need to get it right. Russell Gage, hold on to the football. He had a drop touchdown pass, and he had a bad fumble. Hey, man, we got to make the best out of it, bro. Believe it or not.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Believe it or not, this loss is not really going to hurt us. This loss is not really going to hurt us. I mean, it looked like Philly, when Philly won, so they moved to 6 and 7, but I'm pretty sure they about to get 5 weeks. The football team, they just scored on the Raiders. I'm just looking at it. Did Detroit beat
Yeah, Detroit beat Minnesota.
Yes.
Detroit finally got their first win. So they helped that helped us. The Saints already lost Thursday. Carolina, they're a steaming pile of shit. So let's y'all some shit. Y'all saying. Right now, which one of us you gonna dip in breadcrumbs? You know. But that's what happened when you. Okay, all right. Now, they go take a shit of hands. They losing. So I mean, the only team really that up there with us that won was Philadelphia. That's in a battle for those last two playoff spots.
Mm-hmm.
So hey, gotta take what it is. We are. Hey man, Terry Fontenot, he got a hell of boy. He got a task, man, because it's a bunch of bad football players on this roster. And what happens is when you have decent football players that get hurt and go down or have mental problems and all of those fuck shit down, and when you have those type, listen, now you got to bring bad football players in to replace them. And look, man, or you get somebody who start hanging out with, or you get somebody who start hanging out with the Migos, say he don't want to be here no more, and then he goes wherever he's going, and he probably have. I think I got more touchdown catches to him. So Terry Fontenot got a job ahead of him, y'all. I mean, y'all gonna intervene whenever you want to.
It's gonna take patience. It's gonna take patience. That's why I say they're not at this point. They're just not a very good team. I would say they wasn't a very good team. They just don't have enough talent. And one thing I want to say about Dion and even Fourier, these guys are doing too much up front. Like the problem is why you're seeing Dion, in place and doing things that we know he shouldn't be doing, is because we don't have the talent up front to take away. Because one thing you got to realize that right now he's not only the linebacker, he's a pass rusher on top of it. Because we don't have, like today, we didn't get any pressure on anybody today.
Yeah,
bro, we didn't get no.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
We didn't get any pressure on anybody today. Hey, what you got, K-Style?
Oh man, I mean,
hold on, K-Style, real quick. How can I share this to the Back in Black group? How can I share this to my group?
Oh, I got you.
I'm gonna do it live.
Yeah. What's up, y'all? What's up?
I don't know how to do that shit. I don't know how to do all that shit, man. Somebody.
I got you. Go ahead, K-Style. I got you.
Tell Maggie to share it to Bro Maggie.
She in the
back there somewhere.
She in the back.
Share it to him Back in Black group for me, baby. Please. Hey, honey. Hey, Maggie.
She back there somewhere.
Yeah.
But from what I got from this game, like you said, it's a lot of things. Hey, before I get to that, we gotta hit this $2 super chat from Let's Get It. Yeah, he said the pass protection was atrocious today. And we got another one from Liquor with Lenore said, move Hennessy back to guard and Dom in the center. Online supports ass. Oh, I think he just says ass. And we got Let's Get GA with another one saying, usual, absolutely no pass rush whatsoever. See, but as much as we talk about it being no pass rush, this just lets you know how good that their offensive line is when it comes to protecting Brady. And this is what we talk about, a system where you get the ball out of the quarterback's hand real quick with that. Now, yes, you had to think about it. What was the biggest difference between Matt Ryan's numbers and Tom Brady's numbers besides the touchdowns? And there's one thing that nobody never really says is that Matt Ryan got hit 12 times today. That's a lot.
They
That's a lot.
They were tearing his ass up.
They were tearing his ass up.
They were tearing his ass up.
But
Man,
but
what
Bro, think about it.
man, they got their helmet with the face mask over there by his ear.
boy, they
Hey man, Matt finna said fuck this shit. Matt finna retire, y'all. He think, and you know he already badly built, inflicted as hell. So he really be looking goofy out there. But hey, you gotta laugh to keep from crying, man. I mean, you know, god damn.
But the thing about it was when we looked at the interior with Mayfield and Hennessy, like I said, they did something different this game that they wasn't prepared for, and that was the D tackle stunts. That's where Hennessy and Mayfield was getting killed at. That's I never seen Vita Vea move that quick before in my life.
The center, the young center. Like I said, it's not so much the guards. What you don't want your guards to do is to think too much about helping the center, and that's what he's been put in. He's been put in a position where he has to help the center because the center, both our centers are young. These both guys are young, so now he's in. Mayfield is in constant. All right, I got to help out Dalman. I got to help out Hennessy, and that's the problem. So I honestly, I don't know what the center market is going into free agency, but they're going to have to get a center, a veteran center, because these guys is then like even with a young quarterback, it's not going to be this. The young quarterback ain't gonna survive, and a veteran quarterback ain't gonna survive. These guys are sad right now, and like I said, I understand the fact that you have to, and I understand the fact that you have to. You want them to wait and be patient, but you're gonna get these quarterbacks killed until you really get this running game going. The quarterback's gonna get killed. All right, and the running game is not, and we don't have a guy, even at receiver, that can take some type of pressure off of the offense altogether. So if we don't get a receiver, you got to go out and get a veteran center. You just have to at this point because look, whether it's Matt Ryan or the rookie quarterback, they gonna get murdered, man. All right. They getting they behind whipped, and that's just.
I think at a point you want to develop. I think that's kind of sort of where we're at. Like we want to develop these guys to play. Like you want to develop, you want to have in-house talent, but at this point, bro, you getting Matt killed. You getting Cordell Patterson hitting the backfield, and they got twisted up today. And it's the same thing. And the only problem I really had, I put it like this: only problem I really had was when Dalman kept messing up the snap. Like as a center, you just letting it hit your butt the whole time. Like somebody tweeted, like he just letting the ball hit his butt because he's not even letting it get the Matt's hands before he dropping it off. He just throwing it back there. And I said this: it's harder to go under center than it is to be in shotgun. Now going back to that third and goal or second and goal play when it probably would have been a touchdown and we fumbled the snap, that goes back to you having a rookie in there that hasn't really played with Matt and not having Hennessy in. So now we got to see. Now the battle is Hennessy has shown he's competent and he can be a good center, but you want to have this youth guy come in, Dalman, who's a better run zone, zone run blocker. So now it's on Arthur to show you, and your O-line coach to really put his foot down and be like, this guy needs to start at center. No matter what the coach says, you gotta be at a point with your O-lineman and be like, I know who I need my center to be for my line to be straight. And that's the whole point of it now. And they're like Mike said, they're both young. So it's just on who you really think is the better young guy. And if you want to, really and truly, Dalman can play guard. Let's be honest, Dalman. If you really want to put Dalman out there, you can put Dalman at guard. After week one, we saw, we said when they kept switching with Mayfield, and I don't think you mess with that left side because that left side looked good. it's really has been that right side. So whatever you do, and we see you gotta have to shake some stuff up. That's on. I think it's on the O-line coach. He gotta get in there and he gotta get with his guys and he gotta talk to Art. It's between the head O-line coach and Arthur at this point. They gotta look at each other and be like, who gives us the best chance?
OG, what you got?
I've been putting the K styles on us.
LeBron, I love you, LeBron. I really do. I love you in a non-homosexual way. I love you. Did you say the left? Don't Jake Matthew play on the left side?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He play on the left side.
Come on, LeBron. You still here with me, LeBron?
I'm here.
Okay. I'm so sick of watching Jake Matthew, little short arm ass, get blown out the ball. Look, man, put Hennessy at guard, he dominant center, and move Mayfield over there where he belongs at that goddamn left tackle. I'd rather for Mayfield, a rookie, get his ass tore up over there than sit up here and watch Matthew short arm ass over there. Well, you know what? See, you know what? See? Now, then I started out saying, praise the Lord. I started out praying. Now I'm cussing. See, y'all bad my blood pressure. What my refill? Y'all bad my blood pressure.
You know what?
Jokes aside.
I think Jake Matthews being the incumbent left tackle is just something that we had to work with. He is your veteran. He is the veteran on his O-line. Like, I mean, he is your veteran. You would rather have your veteran at left tackle than, putting out, just throwing. But Mayfield it's going to be a shakeup. Like, you got to throw something. You got to throw some different people out there and see, because we still got guys that we haven't seen all year because we haven't seen Josh Andrews, who was supposed to be the starting left guard before Mayfield got hurt. Hadn't seen him all year. You still got guys that we got on this practice squad haven't seen all year. So, I mean, going into, we're going to finish the season out, going into the offseason, it's going to be a lot of shakeup in that O-line room by the time we get to some not even like free agency next. We're going to see a lot of shakeup. I think that's really what you're going to see.
Think about, like I said earlier, man, I'll joke aside, I had to loosen y'all up a little bit. Terry Fontenot got a tough-ass job, man, because he got – first of all, they got a lot. They got a lot of fat they got to trim. We got they had to literally pack in a whole lot of folks just to make 90 cap bodies. We done talked about this a bunch, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Fans got to understand that. Really, it's a makeshift roster. You just got names. See, I always use this analogy. If you take a big old hunk of shit and you dip it in some breadcrumbs, what you got? See, the breadcrumbs is Ryan Pitts, Ridley when he's not mentally disturbed, Cordero Patterson, Grady Jarrett, and then whoever else want to act like they want to play that day.
Mm-hmm.
They're the breadcrumbs. What the rest? What everything else is?
The shit.
But when you take some, what do you have when you take some shit and dump it in breadcrumbs? What you got?
A shit sandwich.
A big old So right now, that's what we are. But here's the strange thing about it. We on a game out of the 7th playoff spot. Big play made by Marlon Davidson today. Glad we had a Marlon Davidson site. I hadn't heard nothing from Marlon Davidson since he talked about committing felonies.
He's in the 3-4. I talked about this in the space that we had earlier today. What people don't realize when you're playing in a 3-4, when you're not hearing from your defensive linemen, your defensive ends, your defensive tackles, that's actually a good thing, because in a 3-4, they're not supposed to be, they're not going to get a lot of opportunity to get to the quarterback like they're going to get in a 4-3. So 3-4 ends, which he's a guy that's designed to just eat up space. And the real problem is, I'm just going to be honest, man, and I'm to that point where it's just he's been a massive failure. an absolute massive failure. We didn't get anything from him again today, and that's Dante Fowler. He's been an absolute, complete waste of money. He did absolutely nothing today. He did nothing there. All I saw today for him, I don't know what type of moves he was doing, jumping jacks or jumping jack, like, bro, he's not inventing moves. I ain't never seen. I'm like, you doing karate moves. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what you're doing out there.
Hey, that boy did that martial law frog kick.
Oh, you saw that?
He doesn't like we said in the space, Mike. He don't bull rush. Like he ain't got no weight on him. He ain't got no muscle.
Yeah,
like you can see Ogundeji. Look at Ogundeji when he get on the edge. Ogundeji gonna throw his whole body weight at you, and he gonna use his speed. Dante Fowler too skinny now. He lost a lot of weight. He tried to get faster and then gain no muscle. So now you just fast and getting thrown around like a little kid because you ain't got no body weight. You getting thrown around like a 2-year-old. Like, bruh, like you trying to do spin moves and getting thrown on. You do a spin. I have never seen a person do a spin move and get thrown and get put on their knees and just sitting there with butt all in the air. Like, bruh, get up, do something. Like you just getting bullied.
Let me rewind this back. I didn't know he was acting. He was acting today. Oh.
Yeah.
When I saw that frog kick, I said, yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, bro, that's what that was. I was like, oh, no, I thought it was like a Super Saiyan move. Like you watching Dragon Ball Z or something. Like, bro.
Mike, look. Mike,
yo, you actually watching. Hey, I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. I just had to. But yeah, hey man. He's been a massive disappointment. I think today it wasn't so much like one thing you got to understand when you're playing a guy like Tom Brady, that's like you're not going to be able to use your full range of arsenal as far as your arsenal, your pass rush moves. So you got to do two things. You got to go to your bull rush and you got to go to your rip. I don't know why he was trying to hit the edge like that. You're not going to get that much time with Tom Brady. You got to go to your bull rush and you got to go to your rips. I didn't see that today.
Okay.
You got to understand as a defensive lineman, you only got to – when you playing against guys like Tom Brady, you don't have time to go around the edge. Tom Brady is not going to hold on to the ball like that. So you got two things you got to do. Again, the rip move and the bull rush. That's it. And that's what TJ was saying. You didn't bull rush at all.
The only person that did it today was Ogundeji. Only person that had a good bull rush move and a good rip move was Ogundeji because y'all saw he threw that, I think it was Tristan Wirfs. He threw Tristan Wirfs with one arm and hit the ball and almost knocked that as a strip sack with one hand. He threw that boy with one hand. That's the thing about it. If you're a DN or a D lineman, you watch a game like this, you know, like he has training camps and stuff with like these high schoolers. I'm not listening to you. I done seen you in the NFL, and I done seen you get thrown around like a little rag doll for how many times in a row? You done got thrown around by every game we done played. Your first game, okay, you had a cool little strip sack because you used your bull rush, and then you come to this game and you think you can do spin. Tom Brady doesn't do nothing but dink and dunk. His whole career has been, I'm going to throw it 5 yards and let my receivers do what they got to do. He did nothing. The longest throw he had was Mike Evans. In that zone coverage, we had a horrible, I don't know what the zone was, but the safety didn't get over. All he does is dink and dunk, and you think you can go do spin moves and all of that? No, bro, it's not going to work like that. You got to use
common sense. That's common sense, bro. And that's why you got to understand you got to understand who you're playing. Like I said, you playing – certain teams and certain quarterbacks, you know you're not going to be able to do certain things. And that's where it comes to a point where, all right, are you really smart? Like, let's just keep it real. Are you really smart? And today, I think the defensive players outside of Ogundeji, because, like, I seen Ogundeji really, that dude was using – He showed me that pass rush IQ that I needed to see because he wasn't going around. He wasn't going around the edge. He wasn't using spin moves. He was going using that rip move and bull rushing. That's his pass rushing IQ.
Yeah, that's my guy right there. So I was proud to see that.
Right.
That's my guy.
What you got, K-Star? What you got on the game?
Man, I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Did y'all kind of feel like some of the play calling got a little too cute in that second half? But right around close to that second half, because when we kind of looked at that goal line situation, I think that would have been a better opportunity. You've been running the ball well that first half. Run it at them. Run it.
Here's the part that styles that kill me. Sometimes coaches outthink themselves. At a certain point, I got first and goal from the 1 yard line. Look here, man. Bro, we ain't got time to be tricking them, man. Look, we gonna go 3 tight ends and a fullback. Stop it.
Exactly.
I thought he got cute on that rollout with Matt Ryan. And I think that when Matt got pissed off. Matt got pissed off with that. So I agree. Matt really got pissed off when he did the rollout.
Sometimes you just got to strap it up and grab your nuts. Okay, yeah, I know they got Vita Vea over here and Dom Sue over here. Hey, look here. We need to get a push. I don't care how you do it to get a push. You got to go in there. You got to grab somebody by the ding ding and make them think you gay. I don't care.
Exactly. You got to push somebody.
Sometimes you can't. Yeah. Look, stop it. This what we finna do. Look, we going off one of these tackles. Now you're gonna have to figure out which tackle we going off of. But hey, wherever number 40 going, that's probably where the ball going. I'll let you know what, boy, if I was a quarterback, I'd be talking shit. Hey, wherever number 40 going, that's where the ball going.
Exactly.
Stop it. Sometimes you got to do that.
And the thing about Keith Smith, funny thing about Keith Smith, that boy he'd throw his hammer. That boy had Keith Smith throw a block and he won't stop. That's what I like about him. And he's really remade the fullback position because he's so versatile. Like they put him on the depth chart as a fullback and a running back. Like he's not just like fullback. Like we go back and look at like Patrick, was it DeMarco that was here for a long time? Like DeMarco was strictly blocking. He wasn't really a pass catcher. He was like, you knew he was running the ball when he was in. With Keith Smith, you don't know what we're doing. Like he's able to do a lot of other things that a lot of people haven't. Like you don't see that a lot of fullbacks until now. So he's a guy that you want to know, like he gonna block for you. Like when you say I'm gonna go for number 40 gonna block for me, number 40 gonna block for you. Really and truly.
Whoa. I gotta speak on this. All right, we're not doing this bullshit. We not doing this crap right here. All right, we're not doing this. Okay, this team look. Let's just keep it like this. All right, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna make a comparison when we talk about this. Everybody thought your boy Sean Payton was this guru play caller, all right, and he can make anything out of anything. And look what he at now. Look what he at now. Look what he's doing. And you trying to tell me that the Arthur Smith deserved to be fired? He's not the right coach. We're sitting at 5-7. 5 games. We won 5 games. And look, look, with this roster, if you would have told me at the beginning of the season that we had this roster, that we would have 5 wins with this roster, I'm talking about without Julio, without Calvin Ridley, you try to tell me that we was going to win 5 games? You are full of crap. There's no way we should have 4 or 5 wins with this current roster, and you trying to tell me that he's not the right coach? Let's stop it.
Mike, you know, there's a 48-hour period after a game where the mentally unhealthy don't say a bunch of mentally unhealthy shit. So don't you get your blood pressure high. Don't you get your blood pressure.
Hey.
Listen, you got to give it a 48-hour window. I'm going to tell you something. We got, listen, this bothers me to say this. We got to have some of the most dumbest fans in the world, man. Like, after a loss. I'm talking about they become completely brain dead, and they say some of the most brain dead stuff. It'd be amazing to me. But Hey, everybody got a right to opinion before somebody go to type it in. I got a right to my opinion anyway. I don't take whatever we know. All right, yeah, just tell that to the judge, motherfucker. But anyway, listen. I noticed Mike Davis had a little different kick to him today.
Yeah, I saw it last week. I saw it last week.
You think he hear the noise a little bit?
Let me. I want to speak on.
Go ahead, Alex. Go, my bad. Yeah, go ahead.
So I've been saying this for a minute. For a minute, there was a Cordero. I've seen some plays, back to back even, where he would get like 1 or 2 yard gains simply because the O line couldn't get any movement or horizontal movement, which is a flaw sometimes in zone running schemes. If you like put a lot of D linemen there and they just anchor, you can't really find a lot of space to get through any running lanes. And that was happening with Mike Davis. Now, his vision didn't really help a lot of things either. Like he wasn't making he didn't get like 2 or 3 extra yardages, but that's really what it would have been. Like it just maybe would have been 2 extra yards. And he's still a good running back. Like his shiftiness and his ability to break tackles are still there. It's just the fact that like we have to diversify our run scheme a little bit more by doing more pulling and doing more trap. Even though I understand the reason why Arthur Smith doesn't want to do it that often, we have to start diversifying our run scheme, because when people start putting big bodies up there, we are not that team.
We kind of did that when we had OZ. We had OZ came in. He ran the reverse. Like we kind of did that. Like I said, he understands, and that's why I said today. And I apologize for interrupting, but this is why we saw. You made a great point. But like I saw last week, Mike. I saw him run with a little bit more authority, and I think he understands that he needs to get his crap together. Also, I think it's obvious that this team just needs this running game. We really need a guy that's going to be able to take eyes off of Kyle Pitts, because these teams are not allowing him to have any space. That's the biggest problem. Even with the offensive line, we're struggling at offensive line because they're not allowing this dude to have any space. He does not have any space to do anything.
The thing is, here's a guy that's only played 12 games in his NFL career, and he's up there, and they already bracketed him. And I tried to tell a brain dead fan this. That should tell you something about him if he's already drawing that type of attention. I don't want to hear jack shit about he ain't caught but 2 passes in the last 4 years. Yeah, them whole 4 years they've been bracketing him, dumbass. You know what, Mike? I relapsed too. I relapsed too, because I'm short patient for dumbass.
Calm down. No more crazy. Calm down.
Listen, people. I sincerely apologize for my spotty language. My friend, but my apologies. This has nothing to do with Mad Mike and K Styles and the folks who got good sense. I ain't got no sense. I'm a veteran, and I still ain't got my 100% yet. And they say I ain't crazy enough. But damn it, I'm gonna need proof. See, this is proof of my. I need my money, VA. I need my money. So y'all keep tips. So okay, I'm sorry. No, we're back. Okay, my bad.
I think we actually have a guy that in this game I don't think was utilized at least as much as I wanted him to. And I've said his name before, and that's Taji Sharp. I feel like he's a guy that can separate underneath when they're bracketing Kyle Pitts. Because Russell Gage, I love Russell Gage, but I don't think he's built to be wide receiver 1 at the moment. I think he's great against tearing up slot corners, tearing up corner 2s, like on the other side. But I don't really trust him right now. Trying to beat wide receiver or cornerbacks that are like really established in this league right now, like cornerback ones right now. And Tajee Sharp has shown that he can tear up Marshawn Lattimore, that he can do some stuff against J.C. Jackson. He can separate underneath, and I feel like that's something that we gotta incorporate him more into this passing game.
You mentioned 2 or 3 guys that made me kick my bucket today. I kicked my bucket 3 times. The third time I almost broke my mason jar that got my medicine in it. Tajee had a big drop on that second drive, man.
Yeah, he did.
Catch the fucking ball, and just catch the ball. It's not gonna always be perfect. Catch the ball,
Right?
And when Gage fumbled that ball, I almost lost the TV, and I still ain't.
Boy.
I ain't I ain't through paying rental center for the TV. So that look, man, what? And Debo Jones, when he dropped that pick.
Yeah, that was another one. He had an easy pick.
And let off a whole clip. But, hey, man, when you're a bad football team, that type stuff happens. Mm-hmm. They're not bad players. Thomas Snell's not a bad player.
Yeah.
Russell Gage not a bad player. Debo Jones not bad players, but bad things happen to good players on bad teams. Mm-hmm. And we come into grips with it. See, it's therapy for all of us. See, all of us going through therapy right now. See, so listen, hey, y'all helping me. Y'all just don't know y'all helping me. Y'all helping me. I still might foul a few rounds though. But Tajee should get more reps. I like him. I love him. Listen, Tajee, he good in the run game too. He threw some crucial blocks last week, man. You just got, hey man, we keep using this word, and I know I'm the worst MF in the world. But y'all, as a fan base, we got to be patient. Me, I'm just effed up like that. I'm not gonna be patient. I'm just gonna raise hell. I wake up mad. You know what I mean? So, but don't pay me no mind. But as a whole, we just gotta be patient, man. No, got to cut out.
Yeah, and then we have to look at it from this point. Like I said, the Falcons ran the ball for over 120 yards today.
That's the second game in a row. That's something to build off. That right there is that's improvement.
That's a good sign that we're being committed. It's okay. We're being committed to the run, but not only just being committed to the run. We're getting some production out the run. Mike Davis ran that ball well today.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You know, Cordero, he's going to always be Cordero. Because guess what? Guess what teams about to start doing now? And when teams start doing this, our offense is going to take off. They ain't quite taking away Cordero yet. A lot of teams saying, he's just a Swiss Army knife guy. We give him that. But when he keeps doing what we're doing and we start winning, they're going to start taking him away. Now it's going to open back up for Kyle Pitts. Watch what I said. Yeah. Meanwhile, Ridley, you know, God bless Ridley. I can't say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing bad about it.
I think Ridley's gone after this season. I think
he's gone.
I like Ridley a lot. I really do. But if he's not here, you know,
we need that.
As much as it hurts to see him go, I'm not mad with like what we're gonna get in return. Like I love Ridley. I love all the players here, even like the people that may be underperforming. But like, you know, you got to understand that this is also a football team. So if you're not really here to play, and we get the vibe that you don't want to even be here, you know, sometimes it is what it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. I love this show, and I really appreciate y'all putting me on this show because we had some pleasant analysts, and like the brother, he just put that so eloquently, and it really makes me feel bad that I'm gonna give y'all the ignorant version of it.
Oh, please, boy, we get just as ignorant as you do. We can get it ignorant. We can.
That man, you know what? He need to be an attorney because, goddamn it, I believe in him.
Thank you.
We need to grab. No problem, bro. We need to grab our nuts.
Mhm.
We need to grab them. When I say grab our nuts, I mean I'm not trying to be sexual or anything like that.
Yeah, I guess.
We got a pair. Okay, all right. It comes down to at a certain point. Hey, it's who wants it the most. All right. I don't care nothing about talent. Hard work beat talent when talent don't work hard. Get your ass out there and get to it. Okay. And I be noticing certain stuff. Like number 95 played well today. Number 95 on defense. He got beat a couple times. He played
Taquan
well.
Graham, another rookie.
Taquan Graham can rush the passer.
Yeah. Number 94. Okay. Where did they get that rush dude from anyway?
Anthony Rush is amazing. Dude is huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Didn't he come from the
free agent? He was a free agent.
Yeah, I know he's a free agent, but who did he play with last?
I think he played. I can't remember, but I saw somewhere when I looked him up. But he's a keeper. He's a keeper.
Playing well. Listen, you're seeing certain guys. You're seeing it form. Again, we got to get patient. We need patience. We got to go through another draft, and this draft here, we can start rounding out the team a little bit more. We got a few guys that can play, but when certain guys get hurt, Isaiah Oliver, okay,
Io, man,
Kendall Sheffield. Hey, what's up with Kendall Sheffield?
Kendall Sheffield, I think, just isn't gonna start over Fabian Moreau at this moment.
He's that bad.
He's not bad because
he just can't stay. He can't stay healthy enough to play.
Yeah.
Fabian Moreau has actually been playing really good this year. That's pretty decent this year. That's why I think Kendall Sheffield isn't playing. But I feel like if God forbid if there was an injury with AJ Terrell or Fabian Moreau, I think he's next man up. But that's why I don't see him getting playing time at the moment because we have like our slot guys right now. We have Darren Hall, we have Jalen Hawkins, we have Avery Williams, and I think just Kendall Sheffield is just going to be used on the boundary. I don't think he's going to be used inside.
What you got, OG?
What's your name? What's your name, counselor? I'm calling counselor. What's your name, counselor?
I'm Alex.
Huh?
I'm Alex.
Hey, Alex, how you doing?
Hey, that's a good nickname. Hey, we might well call Alex the counselor.
Okay. Counselor. Now, I'm gonna tell you, like I said, I'm starting to believe if I ever need a lawyer for knocking the hell out somebody out here, I'm gonna call you counselor.
I got you. No problem.
Okay. You said Fabian Moreau's been playing well.
Yeah, he's been playing decent. He has his fair share.
He's been playing much better than what my thing is this. We're going to have. You're going to have struggle. You're going to struggle.
I lose my train of thought because you know I smoke reef. This, Alex, do you take hugs?
Do I take hugs?
Yeah,
I do. I do indeed.
Because I would like to give you a hug in a non-homosexual way because now Fabian Moreau, he's getting better. I don't see him get whooped a little bit over there. That's why I'm messing with Alex. But God dang, Kendall Sheffield, man, he can't stay healthy, bro. The best ability is availability. Look, all these guys are just taking up roster spots. We need, and they can't be healthy for whatever the physically or mentally. We need the roster. We need the roster spots. All right, let's get some guys in here.
At this point, right now with Kendall Sheffield, and it sucks too because like Kendall Sheffield, because first of all, everyone that knows me knows this. I love Isaiah Oliver, and a lot of people have mentioned whenever Isaiah Oliver's name gets mentioned up, it's always with Kendall Sheffield. So I've had a little bit of faith in him too. But at this time right now, like with his current position and his injury concerns, if he doesn't outperform Fabian Moreau, he's not going to start, and he probably will get let go. Possibly.
Isaiah was playing good too when he got hurt, bro. That's
exactly. He earned that spot.
He playing good, man.
He earned that. He fought his way to get that nickel. And the crazy thing is, anything happens, if anything happens, God forbid, with Fabian Moreau or AJ Terrell, he can play on the outside. That's how freaking good Io is. He's amazing. He's
But
amazing.
better on the inside. You know what? To me, just me watching, Alex, I think he's better on the inside, like Roman free. I think he's better when you just let him freelance a little bit. Back in our days, we called it a monster man. You had that monster man, that guy that just like he ain't guard nobody. He just here knock hell out somebody. We had no guy. The NFL.
I mean, that's ultimately what Dean Pease. This is why he has to have the same type of corners. He has to have that guy. Right now, you see Darren Hall is one of those guys. We see Richie Grant is one of those guys. And before that, it was Isaiah Oliver. He has to have that type of guy who's going to roam around and wreak havoc. That's what the defense is all about. We got to have guys that's going to roam around, wreak havoc, and hit guys. And this is when you look at, guys like Fabian Moreau. Like Fabian Moreau he's asked to do one thing, and it's not give up a ton of yards deep. That's it. That's his own job. Even the safeties, their job is not to get beat deep. Every once in a while, you have one elite corner right now, one good corner on this team, which is AJ. AJ is going to do his thing, but he needs several slots. If one goes down, he has to have that next guy. And like I said, I'm really liking what I'm seeing in Hall. He just needs a little bit more. He just needs a little bit more seasoning. That's all. He needs a little bit more salt on the noodles. He needs a little bit more salt on that spaghetti. That's all he needs, bro. That's all he needs at this point. He understands. He understands what he sees, and he attacks. And I love that in him.
Mm-hmm.
I like that analogy.
And Darren Hall,
a little more sauce on the spaghetti. I like that.
Yeah.
Now, can I give you the ignorant version? Can I get the ignorant version?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Look, man. Hey, I really, Alex K-Style, man, Mike, I appreciate y'all having me on, man. I gotta get up out of here, man. But let these folks be mentally unhealthy for the next 48 hours. Y'all give them a pass.
Check him out. Hey, you can check him out at Back in Black on Facebook, the group. All right, he's always there. Check him out, man. I promise you guys have fun. Like I said before, this is about all right. But yeah, like I said, man, this is all about being able to, to be able to speak. And my bad. It's all about being able to speak and give your version of what happened. You don't have to think like K-Style and I, right? Completely different. This is why we have the debate and the lines in. All right, we're gonna keep doing shows like that. We're gonna keep bringing people on just to show you guys, like I said, show you guys exactly what we've been saying all along. This is Atlanta Falcons Nation, where everybody have a voice. Your opportunity to tell your side. Because like I said, all we want to do is just try to understand why y'all think the way y'all think. So, next time, you got any questions?
It wasn't so much as questions. I saw a comment here. But before I get to this comment, I'm gonna ask the question here as well, pertaining to this game. But before we get to that comment, this is kind of pertaining to the game that we just saw here. And I'll kind of iterate on what I was talking about earlier as far as the play calling got kind of cute. The other instance was when they lined up in that heavy package, but then they spreaded everybody out. Do you like that? That's why I feel. Do you feel like this is kind of like one of those things that everybody do against Tom Brady. Because somebody said something about why we stopped running the ball. You have to think about a mentality as how these offensive coordinators do. When you're down 21-10, mentally, these coaches are trying to get back in the game. Now, running the ball can get you there, but you're trying to get there quick. So that's why they kind of get rid of the running game like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like when you look at some of the one thing we're not really talking about too, as far as what happened with this game, was the penalties at the wrong time.
Yeah,
this is where like
Jake Matthews penalty was huge.
This is where like, and I remember they said we had 2 drives of 10 plus plays that we scored no points in.
Mm-hmm.
You have to think about those penalties that came at the wrong time. Like I said, you had the Jake Matthews false start that negated play that could have been a 2nd and 1.
Mayfield, I think he had a holding penalty too at a
Mayfield.
Mike Davis called it.
Remember Lee Smith had the holding call.
He
had the holding call that negated a 30-yard, about a 15, 20-yard play.
So help me when it comes to Mayfield. Look, Mayfield, it's gonna take some time, but like at the same time, like when you got a dude in Chris Lindstrom like 2 spots away from you, I don't know how. Like, I don't know why tips are going over heads. I don't know what's going on. Cause like one game I see him do pretty decent. The next game, dude's hands are all over the place and he's getting cooked. And I don't understand. This guy's an amazing run blocker. But pass pro, it's
the issue was.
But
I told
but
you
the thing,
what the issue. Go ahead, K-Star.
No, I was about to say, but you have to remember where Mayfield came from. Michigan is a running team. So what more could you really expect? I mean, you can still develop him. He's still in development.
He's a power blocker. I'll put it like that. He's a power inside zone, outside zone, what Arthur Smith wants to run, because mind you, Drew Dahlman is the same exact way. Inside zone, outside zone. They all the linemen we drafted are all inside zone, outside zone. They're all in, like, they're not pass protection guys. They're not guys you get and be like, okay, they're gonna be my great pass protectors. Those are the big ugly guys that want to hit somebody and drive down the field. Look what he did to Vita Vea in the first half. He was killing Vita Vea in the first half. Till Vita Vea was told, pin your ears back and go, because they're gonna throw the ball half the rest of the second half. He was killing Vita Vea. So that's what his job was. His job, he's known to be a run blocker. You're going to have to take the time to teach him how to be a pass blocker. And that's going to take some time. It's technique. It's a lot of technique, a lot of foot movement, all of that.
And think about it like this. You got most of your rookies playing right now, so you're giving them time.
Yeah.
You're giving them their lumps.
Let me see.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Before you get it, I want to give a shout out to Rich for this one. Rich, AFN family here, and Miss Maggie T is in here. The way y'all make sure y'all show them both some love. But he said the future is bright for this defense and will gradually build after each year when guys get more comfortable with the defense. Pease can only do so much. It's everybody's first year learning this defense.
That's kind of exactly where I was going with that too. Mm-hmm. These coaches have not taught them anything. All right. You only have so much you can teach a guy going into training camp. This is why you wait for that second and third year, because now you can go in the offseason and say, all right, this is what you need to work on. Go work on it with Chuck Smith. Go work on it with, a lot of these coaches, Kenny Fourniers of the world. Go work on the offseason. You need to work on your technique. These guys have not learned right now. These guys are being taught on the go. So basically what you are dealing with now, that's a complete mind. It's a complete mind fuck. All right. You're being taught from Michigan to run first. All right. And then you come to Atlanta Falcons, which they are at times in the NFL, you're going to be pass heavy. So you're going from run, I'm going forward using my brute strength, to the Atlanta Falcons, where I got to use my foot quickness. And this is why you see guys in the off season, you know, they're going to the beach, you're working on their footwork, things of that nature. This is why you see they're doing, because they're going completely different, a completely different style of football. Let's be honest. A lot of teams in college, unless you go to a team like Oklahoma, a lot of these offensive linemen are not, you know, ready to come in and be in pass protection 30, 40, 50 times a game. You're not used to that type of stuff. Now you got guys like Ndamukong Suh and Vita Vea. Like the game, he was giving it to Vita. But they got tired, they got worn down, and those guys just got the best of it.
It's more about, if I'm like I'll put it like this: if I'm an O lineman that's coming out of Michigan or Georgia or out of these certain schools that are run heavy schools, and I'm like, all right, okay, so we gonna run the ball a lot. I came from a school that runs the ball a lot. Hopefully, a team that runs the ball a lot drafts me. When you get the coach and Arthur Smith, and you look at Arthur Smith's offense, like, okay, he runs the ball a lot. But then you get put in these scenarios where we're down because we don't have the wide receiver talent and the depth to really be like, we can get, you know, we can run the ball a lot more, and we can only got to throw the ball once or twice a game, which shows when that first half happened, when we had such great success running the ball, and then when we got to passing, had to keep passing the ball, you saw that the O-line just break down. It's not Arthur Smith and it's not Terry. It's these guys, what they've learned for so many years, especially he was a 3-year, 4-year guy at Michigan, and Dorman was a 4-year guy at Stanford. What these guys like? They've learned to run the ball. I am a running center, and I'm a running tackle guard, whatever you want to call me. So you can't say, okay, that's my fault. You know, it's weird. It's how, and people won't see it as that. People just be like, well, we need new linemen. You don't need new linemen. That's not what you need. You need to figure out what your linemen are doing now. That's all it takes.
Why do you think Bill Belichick always draft a lot of Georgia offensive line? Because they've been taught to run block first and have balance. It's easy to be able to teach those guys from Georgia because they have already been through that type of, like, they've already, you know, been doing that for the last
pro style offense.
Year. That's it.
Mm-hmm. And we got a $1.99 super chat from Cortez. $1.99, holla holla. He said, I think the problem is we don't have any bullies. How do y'all feel about that? Do you feel like
I totally disagree.
Mayfield is a bully. Y'all don't see it. Y'all don't say he is. Mayfield is a bully. That's a grown man out there.
Jake Matthews is an absolute bully also. He wants to run block. That's not what Jake Matthews is great at. He's great at using his agility and to run block. Can he pass block? He's one of the better pass blocking tackles in the league. That's why he get paid the big bucks. But what he makes his money at, what he really makes his money at, is being agile and being able to bully guys in the running game. Today was a perfect example of that. The offensive line in the running game was brilliant. They were beautiful today. 120 yards rushing. But again, when you play in a team like Tampa Bay, who has a ton of talent all over the field, and we just don't have the depth that they have. Again, this is what I keep saying. I was saying earlier today when I heard people, you know, saying we need to get rid of Deion Jones. We don't need to get rid of Deion Jones because Deion Jones is a part of a puzzle. You got to stop. Like, every time we see one guy start making progress, you want to say, all right, it's time to get rid of Foye. It's time to get rid of Deion. No, we need to try to keep those guys as much as possible. It's like having the D-line. Just because you got Von Miller don't mean you want to get rid of DeMarcus Ware. No, I want DeMarcus Ware and I want Von Miller. You know what I'm saying? This is the philosophy you want to have.
My whole thing is now you want depth. This team lacks depth. I think that's the worst part about it. Is you can't look, We took Ogundeji out, right? We put Steven Means in. What side they start running to? Right at Steven Means. Literally.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Look at how teams attack us. I want next game we play. Look at how teams attack us and where they attack us at on the defense, and where they attack us on offense. Because if you look at Tampa's first drive, they didn't respect our passing game. They didn't respect our DBs and our corners. They threw the ball 12 times on their first drive. They didn't run the ball one time that whole drive. They had no respect for us. And so when you think of, like, if you just think about how this team gets attacked, we don't have the depth. They know when we rotate players who your strong players are and who your weak players are, and that's one thing Tom is going to attack. That's one thing every OC is going to attack, especially to watch your film. All our conference opponents watched this game and was like, "Oh, we're going to throw a ball on them now." Look at how many times they passed the ball on us, and that's the first thing they looking at their chops. If they got a good QB and a good wide receiving core, oh, I'm going to throw the ball at least 20, 30 times on them. Because they ain't show me nothing how to stop. They was gonna stop it. Let's be honest. So that's just how it goes. And you got it. We as a group of fans, we have to realize this team is just not talented enough. As we all say, it's just not talented enough for us to be cocky, or to be like we should win these games even though they're really close. Be glad that they're close. Be glad we have enough talent to at least keep some of these games close. Because some of these games can be blowouts. We can have Eagles games again. So be happy that we had close games. Everybody's like, we don't like more victories. Well, you better get used to them for a couple years, because that's the only thing we're going to have. Especially.
And they are about to say also, you got to realize in the NFL too, those quote moral victories are that's one victory that can put your ass in the playoffs or put your ass out the playoffs too. So
yep.
You got, like I said, you got to take them how they come. But yeah, man, it's Jack King here said we need to build on D line and linebackers, and I guess he's saying just basically saying on the defense just in general.
No,
but I will, like I said, I think that's kind of what they doing now. That's why I said if you look at our defense, like we said, most of our young guys are playing right now. So you have to remember you're only going to have 27 guys under contract next year. So even though people say with $28 million in cap space, you got $28 million to fill up maybe 26 roster spots.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like what I said, that's why you're seeing a lot of the struggles that's going on right now, because we have to play these young guys. Like I said, and the reason why that 28 million is there, because we, the dead cap hit for the only dead cap money we got for next year is Julio Jones. I just looked it up. Julio Jones is the only dead cap hit we got for next season. So that's why you're seeing a lot of these, like I said, you're seeing a lot of young guys getting their lumps in right now that can only make them better for next season. If they not doing any better within the next 2 or 3 years, you ain't spending that much money on them. This is why we say you have to build a foundation. And that's one of the aspects of building a foundation is you're going to have your lumps regardless of what. If majority of your team are players that, like the OG said, you got a ragtag team with a bunch of young players combined. This is part of the quote unquote rebuild process a lot of people want, is you're going to lose games until they be able to develop and be those guys that can be a contending team.
They're going to look bad. They're going to look extremely bad, and that's what we saw today. Like, what we got to understand that Tampa does not have a bunch of guys. They don't have a bunch of rookies on that team. One thing about having a Tom Brady, like Tom Brady don't got time to sit up here and teach anybody anything. All right, so he wants guys that are NFL ready. So if you're NFL ready and you're playing against a young team like the Atlanta Falcons, he's going to exploit that. You saw it again
Mm-hmm.
All he needs is that one person to pick on. And today was Darren Hall. He picked on Darren Hall the entire time in the second half. That's all they was doing. Finding what Darren Hall was, finding what Avery Williams was, and they picked on him. Especially when Richard Grant went out. Yeah, they just picked on Darren Hall and Avery Williams the entire time. They didn't even try to run the ball no more. They said, all right, we see it. We're going to go after him. We're going to go after him. That's it.
Right. Exactly. But like you said, rather your young guys get their ass whooped now, it only makes them better later on.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have to actually look at the second half, like I said. Like a lot of people, let's look at it from this standpoint of how this game went. Okay, so going into halftime, it was 20-17, and you can say the offense only scored 10 points. That's one of the other things that's going to become by. Like we said before, there are certain aspects of this game that played a part into that. Like you said, you had the penalties that stalled drives. You had the Russell Gage fumble in the first drive of the third quarter was big because it was, like I said, it literally could have went for more, but it's just a good play by the corner. This is why we always talk about, even though the middle of the field may be an easier throw for a quarterback, but it's one of the most chaotic parts of the field. You have to, like I said, when you're in the middle field, that's why when you see Kyle Pitts catch the ball, he's hugging that bitch like it's his own wife or something like that, because he knows that thing can get punched behind at any moment.
Look. We got to stop this cut. Look. Oh, my God. Why is it that every time somebody have a bad play, a couple bad plays, we need to cut them?
That boy, that
blows my mind.
Hey, I'm about to say that just like saying I'm finna disown you finna disown your kids because they got a bad test.
He had a bad couple of plays, but then for the most part, he has for every 10 plays, he may mess up one time out of 10 plays. But if there were 9 plays, he did everything good. But y'all see that one play with Dion, he misses a tackle, he do this and do that. You want to get rid of him. But like I said, bro, look, we cannot expect perfection and this is Georgia fans too. I see Georgia fans killing Jordan Davis. All right? Killing the Bulldogs. These guys done won 12-0, and in one game, y'all want to say they suck again. Like, bro, it's going to happen. You're going to have that one game where you're going to get checked. Georgia just got D-checked. Let's just keep it real. Yeah. You're going to have that one game where, even going back to the game against, I believe it was, I think it was when the Falcons were playing. It may have been 2012, where the Falcons played the Ravens. The Ravens went to the Super Bowl. The Ravens ended up playing the Falcons that year, and the Falcons ended up, beating them. And they go on a run after that. You know what I'm saying? They still won the Super Bowl, but the Falcons just they gave it to them. That happens to all great teams. You're gonna have that one game. We saw it in the Super Bowl with the Patriots. Them dudes went 16-0. Okay, they went 16-0 and got to the Super Bowl and lost. You're going to get G-Tech. That's a great team. That's just you're gonna get checked. That's a part of sports. But as a coach, you will much rather have it happen earlier, a lot earlier than late in the season. You want it to happen late in the season. So at the end of the day, bro, like I said before, you got to give these guys opportunity and time to what the hell was that?
Oh shit, my bad. Oh,
What
yeah,
the hell was that?
I forgot this setup got 2 cameras. I forgot this setup got 2
I was like,
cameras,
what the
bro.
fuck?
Yeah, it's set up on 3 different cameras. I got one right here. I got one up on top here.
Yeah, I was like, what in the world? What just happened? I thought I was in Space Jam or some shit. Like, what the hell?
Oh, welcome to the Space Jam. It's your chance to do your dance at the Space Jam. But yeah, my bad. I was trying to change the camera around so I could get back on focus.
Yeah, I feel you.
But yeah, man, it's like with the Jordan Davis thing. I think what the issue with the Jordan Davis thing was like everybody had like this big hype about him, and like you said, I said the thing about Jordan's been dominating everybody. Yeah, I'm a Tech fan, so yeah, they dominated us too. So we was one of the victims, as we've been for the last few years. But the thing about it is, see, Georgia's been so dominant this year, you forget Alabama, like they don't call him Saint Nick for a reason. Like I said, Kirby Smart. Nick Saban knows what Kirby Smart's gonna do. He's been under him for so long. But like I said, Georgia's been so dominant this year, you actually went up against a team that just had just as much talent as you. That's the G-check side of it. If you looked at that game and saw what Alabama did, all Alabama did was just basically just ran no huddle and got his ass up off the damn field.
Off the field, that's it. He 350. Have you ever been 350? Hell, I feel fat as hell when I'm 200.
Yeah, nah, I was close to it about a couple months ago. I done got down now, but yeah, like I said,
that's not a good feeling, bro, to be overweight like that. That's like he's a big guy.
Yeah, your knees start hurting and shit now. Yeah, when you try to run, yeah, I know. I was close to it. Like I said, about a couple months ago, I was at about 325. I'm at 289 right now. So yeah, I definitely see a big difference.
Good for that.
I appreciate it. But that's the thing. He just got so hyped up about everybody hyped him up about him being the guy that Atlanta needs. So the expectation was up here. But I did say in a couple streams ago, it said it's all going to depend on certain situations. Because like I said, they've been dominant so long. We got to see how it goes in the playoffs. So because when you're in the playoffs and when you're close to that championship game, that's when you really going to get tested. Now, the thing about Jordan Davis, like I said, they're going to make him lose some weight.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to make him lose weight. Because the problem is if he's looked at it as just a 2-down lineman or a guy that you can't put on third downs and stuff like that, see, now his stock will drop because of it. So, as we was talking about before about don't get your hopes up high, and ATL Leo said he was at 300 high school. Now he's 275. Hey, congratulations, homie. Keep that shit going.
Yes, sir. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Jameer said I was 245 my senior year of high school. Like, hey, you 200 now? See, that's the main thing. Like, I know for me, like I pride. Like I said, I ain't gonna say I pride myself, but like I said, I've always been the big guy. But at the same time, like for me, I got a 1-year-old. So if I can make anything work that get my health right for her, I gotta do it. And especially coming out the hospital from what I had, yeah, that kind of put me in perspective. So like I said, that's only like Jack King said, health is wealth. Exactly. So like with Jordan Davis, like I said, I wouldn't say shit on him too hard. Like you said, when draft time comes, like I said, they're gonna make him drop down to at least about 330.
330.
Cause he about what? Cause he about 6'6" or 6'7", right? About 6'6", right?
Calais Campbell size. I think it's gonna be like Rasheed Hayden, Calais Campbell size.
Yeah. Because the thing with it was once he got tired, you saw them Alabama linemen. They didn't even double team him no more. They said, "Oh, he tired. We can 1-on-1 his ass." So that's why Georgia kind of got dominated in that SEC championship game on the defensive side. Because once you get past that front seven, that secondary was atrocious. But getting back to this game, like I said, the penalties was a major factor in this game as well. Because like you said, it wasn't that many, but they came at the wrong time. They destroyed drives. Because let me give y'all some box score stuff. And this is not individual stats, this is team stats. Well, the individual thing is Matt Ryan almost threw for 300 yards, but the passing yards was 259 for the Falcons, 121 rushing yards. That was the balance that we needed. We almost had four. We had 380 yards of total offense. Our third down efficiency was pretty good for this game. Well, I ain't gonna say pretty good. It was pretty good on average, but it could have been a little bit better. But here's where the main problems came in, and we dominated time of possession 33-27. 33-27. We dominated time possession. But the main issue was the sacks, the penalties, and that one fumble. Like I said, we could talk about the stats of the individual players and stuff like that. But the main thing nobody ever talks about is penalties, sacks, and turnovers. So when people start saying, do I want to see the Falcons in the playoffs? You're damn right.
Absolutely. Why not?
Because if you get to the playoffs with these young guys already, that's only confidence boosters for them. That means that when you're going into next year with these young guys, you got something to build on.
And you get that check too. Shit, you get a playoff check for getting that.
Hell yeah, they want them playoff bonuses.
Come on, bro.
Them bonuses, boy, them players play for them bonuses too now.
Come on, man.
You don't play this game for free.
For real.
But yeah, like I said, it's just one of those things where, like I said, Tampa is the better team. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Let's see. We're gonna you want to get a few of these comments? I answer a few of these comments right quick. We pretty much done covered everything. Let's see. The Devon here said 120 yards against Tampa's defense is a win in my book, especially when we struggled with the running game this year. But these past two games, 2 100-yard games, that is a plus. I mean, yeah, like I said, at this time of the year, you want to establish the running game at this time of the year. I think this was one of the most balanced games we done had this year.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So yeah.
As long as you getting the thing is, like I said, we had plenty of opportunities. We had plenty of opportunities in this game. And the thing is, for me, is that Matt Ryan almost passed. I think he was like 3 yards away from 300, something like that. And he had 120 yards. That's balance. That's the balance that you want. You want your quarterback to be able to throw for 300 and then turn around and rush for 120, at least 100 yards. They did that. So it's not a matter of, this team is good enough. They had a lot of penalties that just killed drives, an opportunity to score. Instead of those field goals, you get touchdown. You can't drop interceptions. I think we dropped at least 2 interceptions today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't do those types of things.
Mm-hmm.
Tampa Bay, they capitalized off those opportunities. We didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Small intricate details of football. That's why we say all those 3 or 4 plays during the game that cause you to win or lose the game. We saw that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cause like I said, that goal line scenario was one of them too. Like you said, like I was saying with the OG. Like I said, if you're in a first and goal situation, you want to establish your dominance. That's where you want to dominate at. Cause that's what football is imposing your will on the other team. You don't throw the ball 3 times in first and goal.
Yeah,
Good shit don't ever happen now. Let's keep it real.
I didn't necessarily like that either. I think, like I said, I understood what he was trying to do, but yeah, I didn't necessarily like that, especially the rollout. I don't like rollouts.
Mm-mm.
It wasn't even a rollout. It was more of a sprint. I don't like sprints in that because it reminds me of that Philadelphia game where we just cut off the field. You basically just cut off the field. Doing that opportunity. So yeah, and right after that we end up getting the bad play for the center exchange, Matt Ryan, the center quarterback exchange.
Right.
So like things happen. Like I said, things happen, but we can't shoot ourselves in the foot. And I think that's, if anything comes out of this game, we shot ourselves in the foot. We had opportunity to win this game.
This basically played out like the last game. We shot ourselves in the foot again.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, Tampa Bay took advantage of those opportunities, and that's what you're supposed to do as a winning as a team. Not only the team that has a lot of good players, but you have a lot of experienced guys there. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to take advantage of those opportunities. And like I said, we just didn't. Like I said, we've had plays that just look questionable. And that's why I was asking earlier, was did you feel like some of the play calling got a little too cute in the second half? Like I said, with the goal line with the 3 passes, and like I said, with the lining up in the bunch in a heavy formation and formation shifting to a 5 wide and almost getting Matt Ryan's ass killed out there because of it. So that's where that question came from. But and Boogie here had a good one right here. He just put this one up. He said this is a marathon, not a sprint.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I'm still hanging on the playoff hopes because I said it before the beginning of the season. I'm going to stick with what I got to say. Hey, it is what it is.
I don't think it's out of the question that we obviously have a playoff chance.
Got a playoff chance, but like you said, you got good game opportunities coming up here. They have to take advantage of them. And this is why we said football is a team game. It's not individual achievements sound good, but if the whole team ain't playing well, you're not gonna win games. So it is what it is. So y'all go ahead and just go ahead and leave y'all comments or questions. We go ahead and answer them right here. But that's post-game analysis from your boys here at the AFN. Yeah. And the man of God said we should have kept running the ball. I mean, I see where you're going with that. But that's why I said they actually were doing that. Like you said, the problem was you had the stalls. Like I said, you had penalty stalls. Like I said, what happened? Like you got to remember when Russell Gage fumbled that ball, I think Tampa scored right after that.
Mm-hmm.
So you took the sails off the ship with that.
We could have went up. I think we could have went up 24-20.
Yeah, we could win it. Yeah,
Like
because when he actually caught the ball, he actually had another 10, 15 yards. Actually, he damn near could have scored on that play.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would not knowing Russell Gage 9 out of 10 probably wouldn't have scored on the play, but he had at least to get at least an extra 10 plus yards, extra 10 yards.
Gotta make those plays.
Jack K said, I appreciate you guys for real. It's hard to be a Falcon fan. You did. But the thing, but I'm gonna tell you something about this. And this is we always kind of have these discussions about it. I know it's tough right now because we had 3 straight losing seasons, and we 5-7 right now. But the thing about what you have to understand too as well is you're seeing, like I said, you're seeing like with this season in particular, you're seeing kind of like the end of an era as far as how the Falcons used to play. You're seeing a different era right now. The Falcons going a whole different direction.
Go right back to that. I said today was a perfect example of what the Falcons are going to be. Balanced team. Matt Ryan may not see those 500-yard passing games, but you're going to see 300-yard passing and 120, 150 yards rushing. That's what you're going to see with this team.
See, Tampa Bay showed you today that this offense is what would have been like if they would have addressed the offensive line issues. That's what I took out today. This was the biggest difference between having an offensive line that can protect your quarterback versus an offensive line that can't protect your damn quarterback. And like you said, it's hard. But the thing about it is, your mental strength as a fan, like I said, once the Falcons get good, you can always say you wasn't a bandwagon jumper. That's the one thing I can tell you. Like I said, you say it's hard to be a Falcon. It's not hard to be a Falcon fan. We've seen losing seasons before. It's not that hard.
You actually took the words out of my mouth. That's exactly what I was saying. It's not hard for me. I expect bad football. That's just the game. That's the NFL game. If you're not, that's just any game. It doesn't matter if you are a Chicago Bull or the 96 Chicago Bulls. You're going to have, they were 72-10. They had 10 bad games.
Right.
We expect that. And that's why I was trying to explain to Georgia fans, like, y'all upset we lost one game. Bruh, even the great teams are going to have those games where they lost games and get embarrassed. It's just sports. That's just sports at the end of the day.
And then, like I said, it's a lot easier to make content about bashing a team. It's harder to make content about being encouraging on the team. Like like I said, we don't like seeing bad football neither. We don't want to see this team lose. But we would rather give y'all reasons why they losing and what they can do to improve and what. So instead of just being emotional and telling you that this whole team sucks and not give you clarity on why they suck besides I just want a new quarterback. See, that's too easy. We ain't playing Madden on easy mode.
No.
We giving you at least the all pro version of content around here
all the time.
But we got a question here. Where was it? ATL Leo said, question for the Bulldog. Do you think Kirby is going to play JT Daniels or no? I'll be honest with you. They should, but I feel like they not. I'll be honest with you. I feel I like I said, I ain't got no dog in this fight whatsoever. But
I don't give a shit because I don't trust Kirby. I'm just gonna be. I've been telling you guys for years, Kirby, don't trust Kirby. Do not trust Kirby until Kirby proves to me that he can get past Alabama and not do the same goofy stuff that he's been doing. He's literally been doing the exact same goofy stuff every time he plays Alabama. He plays aggressive as hell, and then as soon as he played Alabama, it was like, like, bro, what are you doing? You want to put on the brakes. Why are you putting on the brakes now? You've been aggressive all year, and then you play Alabama. You want to say, all right, we're going to back up. They was lining up at the damn. They was literally like 2 yards away from the first down. Almost every play playing Alabama yesterday. It was just like what's going on?
I had a question too. And it was about one of those defensive play calls Georgia had yesterday, where Alabama bunched up, but they defense lined up in such a weird way that I was like, I ain't never seen nobody line up man to man in a bunch formation against it, where they literally had 3 defenders stacked on top of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't know. I ain't know if you knew anything about that because I saw that. I was like,
yeah, I have it. Like I said, I don't know what was going on. It was strange. It was strange.
Well, someone said it's the Justin Fields curse. Hell, there ain't no damn Justin Fields curse, boy. That shit been going on with Georgia against Alabama for the like last.
Justin Fields curse. You curse his damn self. What the hell are you talking about?
Shit, I remember Georgia lost to Alabama 2012 on some bullshit where the wide receiver should have dropped the ball instead of caught it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. That's what I kind of saw with that game. It kind of felt like you said, Georgia played scared. It's like they played scared against Alabama.
They played terrified. That man was terrified of Kirby. I mean, Nick Saban.
You mean Saint Nick? That's what we call him. Saint. There's a devil, boy. I like that. And you know what's crazy too? And I just found out, boy, Alabama almost didn't even get Nick Saban at first. Y'all almost had Rich Rodriguez.
Man, that would have been a whole nother thing.
Boy, that'd have been a whole another thing. If Alabama had Rich Rodriguez, they would not have been the powerhouse they is now. I'm just saying that. Darren Jackson said, can Cincinnati match up well against Alabama? I really don't know, because Desmond Ridder is one of my favorite players coming out of this draft this year. I would like to say hopefully, but it's just gonna depend. It's gonna really just depend. Like I said, Cincinnati can't play Alabama scared. That's the only chance.
Let me give shout out to Jamarius Gillum for the donation to AFN. I appreciate you, bro. Hey man, that's God continues to support us, and we greatly appreciate it.
Oh boy, here we go. They already starting. Bring Bryce Young to Atlanta. That dude got about 3 more years. That dude ain't coming out till 2024.
Who says he's a good quarterback? Who the hell says Bryce Young is a good quarterback? Haven't we seen this with Alabama quarterbacks before? We've seen the exact same stuff with Tua. We see it with Hurts. We've seen it with Mac. Mac is the only one that's really is panned out. Let's just keep it real. We've seen it even with McElroy. Like, they put up big numbers like this all the time. The man was standing there for 15 years. We gotta stop. We got to stop. Is he having a spectacular year? Absolutely. Mm-hmm. But I've seen this before from a lot of players in college. have one good Heisman year, and then they get to the NFL and it's like, oh, where the hell he go? Who the hell are you again? Oh, yeah, you want a Heisman vote? When was that? Yeah.
I mean, you can actually kind of look at that award and say, is the Heisman really the best player in college? Once they get to the next level, ain't that many Heisman Trophy winners that even pan out or last long in the NFL. I think the last one right now that's even worth a damn. Well, the last couple ones have been pretty well. Like I said, Lamar Jackson right now, Kyler Murray. I'm not throwing Baker Mayfield in there because he's absolute garbage.
Garbage, okay.
Yeah. But yeah. Hey, Jameer, appreciate the cash app. Go and you can get you one of those free questions in here. I know you already get the question. But I want to hit this one. So Jack King said, are the playoffs for the Falcons still reasonable? Yes, it is. Like I said, we may be the only people. Well, Mike hasn't said it, but I'll say it. It's still reasonable.
I mean, I'm saying it now. I'm saying it now. It's reasonable, okay?
It's reasonable. They have to take care of it. Like I said, this is why I say I think the Falcons, like I said, and I think if the Falcons make the playoffs as a 7 seed, that's gonna do well for them because they play better on the road than they do at home. Let's just be honest. They've played better on the road this year than they have at home. I don't know how the hell that we haven't won a home game. We haven't won a home game since the Raiders game last year.
Woo, boy.
And it's like I said, they got to play complimentary football at all three phases for the rest of the season. If they don't, then there's no chance. But reasonable, yes, it's still there. There ain't nobody in the NFC playing well right now.
So it's reasonable.
Yeah, exactly. Matty Go said, I wish Kirby would recruit someone like Bryce Young instead of these bum-ass manager quarterbacks. Hey, you goddamn got 4 and 5 star guys in the waiting right now.
Again, let's stop with the labeling guys heroes and greatest of all time.
No.
We literally saw last year. We saw it with Eason. Eason was tearing shit up his first year at Georgia.
Oh, I give you a perfect example. I'll throw another quarterback in here to give you a perfect example. I don't think a lot of people know this name, Spencer Rattler.
Yeah, I know.
I know you know. But remember, Spencer Rattler was one of those quarterbacks that came in this year as a Heisman favorite. Now this dude in the transfer portal looking for another team, another college to go to.
Bro, it's only right.
Because he got beat out by a freshman.
That's just real, bro. Your boy, even like I said, Tua came in ripping that mug his first couple of years.
Couldn't stay healthy. He got drafted high just based on potential, based on the numbers he put up at Alabama.
The numbers he putting up at Alabama. That's it.
And he's like 50-50 right now in Miami.
They looking to get rid of him. They looking for any way possible way they can get rid of him. They looking to get rid of him.
Right. CK22 here said, just as AJ Stott was hurt a little after one performance against Jamar Chase, could we see a similar drop in Jordan Davis's stock? The way people overreacted, you would think so.
His stock has never gone anywhere. He's a defensive tackle. He's a nose tackle. He was never going to go top 5 unless he put up some incredible sack numbers. Y'all got to look at what he is. He's a defensive tackle. He's a nose tackle. That's what he is. So his stock was never going to be that high. That's why you look at players for what they are, not what their team is.
See, like I said, like I said, his stock will not drop as much. But like I said, they're gonna make him drop down about 325, 330. Because like I said, 350, like I said, 360, it sounds good. But and I know we just saw one at Vita Vea like that, but Vita Vea, I've seen him play all three downs. So it just coming down to who he gets drafted by.
He got tired though. He
he'll get tired. He still get tired. He's still big ass boy. He's still a big dude. But here's one right here. And John, we don't do tanking around here. We don't encourage tanking because tanking. If you are imploring tanking, you might well not even watch the rest of the season. Because that's basically I don't, like I said, until you mathematically eliminate it from the playoffs. Even with that, I still ain't taking because you don't want tank minded guys on your team next year. Because that shit carries over. And Miss Maggie T said there's another Cash App. Shouts out to Brian Clump with the Cash App. Appreciate it, homie.
Brian, we appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much.
Exactly. Yeah, and Marquise said 4-1 should get the Falcons in the playoff. They can. At the rate that this looking right now, 9 wins can get you in there. But they got to play complimentary football for 60 minutes. Nobody, like I said, nobody implies tanking on nothing. Do you know? Because I'm about to ask a question. Have you seen teams in other sports that tank a lot, and how long it takes them to recover from that mentality?
I just don't understand why you want to lose to depend on a young guy.
Especially when you ain't got your foundation set. I can imagine if you had a solid foundation and we was losing. We ain't got that yet. We developing that while we're playing. That's what Richie Grant. That's what Kyle Pitts. That's what Jalen Mayfield, Drew Dahlman.
Those are the guys.
Ogundeji, Taquan Graham. That's what these guys are. They setting them up to be foundation pieces for the next few years. So you're actually seeing these guys in action and getting some time under their belt instead of having them sitting behind somebody. And if you got to get rid of somebody, now you don't know what you got. You know what you're getting right now. Boom. Next year, they could step it up to a whole nother level. That's why I said taking this for squares.
I ain't never been up. Enjoy anything about tanking. If we just suck, we just suck. I'm not gonna lose on purpose or try to trade every piece.
Right. Because that's why I said you had them tank-minded players on your team. They don't do nothing. Then, like I said, your team is gonna end up being worse next year. Hold on. I want to get this one. He said, if the Falcons made the playoffs at 8-9 and lose their first playoff game and drop down in the draft, what have we really gained? The fact the Falcons. So basically, what he's saying is why I say the Falcons need to make the playoffs. Motherfucker, the Falcons ain't made the playoffs in 3 years. For one thing. Second of all, you actually have a below average team right now. And if they make it to the playoffs with the team that we have to make, the ragtag team we got right now, tells you that the guys we got under contract and the guys that you could build on in the draft can make this team a lot better in the next couple years. And then even if they make the playoffs at 8-9, why don't you just say, what if they win their first playoff game? We can't sit here and look at this team and expect the worst every time. I see people expect the worst out of this team more than they expect the best out of them. Because 8-9, that don't guarantee they're gonna lose their first playoff game. I just don't understand that. I just don't understand. I hear more. I hear more people talking about what if they lose instead of what if they win. And this is the kind of stuff we talk about as far as the mindset of what people are thinking, because tanking does not, like you could say, well, if we tank, we get the best player available in the draft. But what if that best player in that draft doesn't pan out? He could pan out or he could not. Draft. You gotta look at the NFL draft is like the NBA draft. You don't know what you're gonna get out of a player. Because let's say if we do tank and we get a top 3 pick, and let's say if we get a top 3 pick and we draft somebody like what's the dude out of Oregon? What's the dude out of Oregon? Thibodeau. I'm just using this as an example.
Yeah.
Kayvon Thibodeau. Let's use this as an example. So what if you did all that tanking to get that player that now you're invested in, and he ended up like Jamal Anderson back in 2007? What does that tanking really did? Or what if you tanked to get a quarterback like a Desmond Ridder with a top 5 pick? And I love Desmond Ridder. Like I said, I love his game. He's my favorite player coming out this draft this year. You wait 2 years down the line and you find out this dude can't play quarterback. Is the tanking really an investment? Is it really an investment to succession? It's just as big as a gamble. Actually, it's a bigger gamble because now you done threw away a season to get a player that don't do shit. That ain't gonna be nothing good for you.
And then you got a plan for the future. Because the guy ain't no good. So you got to end up letting this guy walk because you don't want to give him a contract, because the contract is gonna it won't free up. It'll give you it won't give you the opportunity to go out and sign guys to build around the other. So you don't want to. There's just so many things that just goes into drafting, and like people don't understand the draft process.
Oh my God! See, Horn, you shouldn't have said that name. And this is the problem that we always have. He's like, y'all understand you can never be too sure in the draft, despite what Mel Kiper and them say. You said the wrong name in that sentence alone. Now, if y'all haven't been watching AFN for as long, I have a big problem with Mel Kiper Jr. and his draft analysis on everybody. But yeah, like I said, there's actually been more late round picks that hit than early round picks. Y'all do realize that, right? Exactly. Drew, true statement here.
Well, I don't care nothing about no draft. Okay, I don't care.
We still got a season. We still got the season here.
Half of y'all ain't gonna remember the draft pick any damn way. Can y'all tell me who we picked last year? Every draft pick. All right, there's not many people who can tell you every draft pick that we had last year and the year prior to that. Y'all up here like really throwing a whole year away to tank for some shit that you're not even gonna remember in 3 years. Can you sit right here and say, do you remember what our draft picks were for 3 years ago? Let's keep it real. Because I can't tell you who the hell we draft pick. We picked 2 years ago.
2018, that was Calvin Ridley. And look where that's going right now.
That's it. That's all you can name. Calvin damn Ridley. Everybody else, I don't know. We got to actually Google that shit to figure out what the hell. So y'all really putting the whole year into drafting 3, 4, 5 guys, if that. It don't make any sense.
Yeah.
A whole team of 53 guys, plus the damn, the front office executives, the coaches and all that. You put all of that into, I'm going to throw away my whole season just so I can get that 1 or 2 guys. Like, come on, bro. Like, let's just stop.
Hey, Drew True statement here said, the people that want to tank are the same ones that wanted to tank for Tua over Matt. Ask the Dolphins fans how that panned out, and I think Tua could be good.
Look, man.
I heard Baker Mayfield. I heard Josh Allen. I heard Tua. I mean, right now, the best quarterback that look like they got drafted the last couple of years look like Justin Herbert right now. And guess who his mentor is? The same guy that most of these people hate. So, and virtual Atlanta GM said the NFL is based on drafting and evaluating your current roster. If you do not have money to pay your players, you have to think draft. Yes and no, because even with that, like I said, we only got $28 million coming in the next year. We got 26 roster spots to fill up with $28 million. It can be done. But you're going to have a lot of great value prices going on in there as well. So, oh God, I will put this comment up here, but Mike, I know how. Hold on, I'm gonna hit. He's like, LeBron makes the playoffs majority off the time, regardless of the team he's on, because he's the best player on the. You gotta remember, the NBA is a individual sport, masquerading as a team sport. So when you got one player that can dominate literally all phases of the game, especially LeBron's case, it don't matter. It don't matter. You got 5 guys on the court you got to worry about. Football, you got 22 guys on the field you got to worry about. There's a big difference. 12 people on the lineup in the roster. 53. There's a big difference. And yeah, this is what I said. Like I said, you can rebuild a competitive roster with 20 million, but you gotta hit on the draft as well. Yeah, that's the man. Even if you got more than that, you still gotta hit in the draft. Hell, Jacksonville has been number 1 in the league in cap space for the last 7-8 years, and they ain't hit on shit in the draft.
All the money in the world still trying to hit on the draft.
They made the playoffs once in a. They made the play. I think they made the playoffs like maybe once in the last 9-10 years. I'm just saying.
Come on, man. It's got to make sense.
I'm just saying. Like I said, at the end of the day, in order for your team to be good, I'm saying it like this. You got to build it in the trenches. Remember, and a lot of people don't realize, Thomas Dimitroff came from the Patriots organization, so he should have knew better. Did y'all know that Dimitrov came from the Patriots organization?
That arrogance.
Did y'all? I'm gonna ask people in the question. Did y'all know Dimitrov came from the Patriots? I want to hear some yeses or nos.
No, they don't know that because they probably don't know who Thomas Dimitrov is.
Yeah, he came from the Patriots. Yeah. We gotta know. I want to get a few more yeses or nos. Atlanta Nation said no. Dre said he did. Yeah, Virgil said he did. Devon said, "Please don't bring that name up no more." Yeah, but there's a lot. But yeah, so if he knew what worked in New England, he said, "Yeah, he was a scout." What? Yeah, he was a scout, but at the same time, they knew how to build a damn team. He still knew what it took to build a team. This dude came over here and tried to do the complete opposite. Instead of building the trenches like they did in New England, he tried to build the skill players before he did the damn trenches. So that's the thing. You got to build the team the right way, and we didn't. We did. We had the right team the first 5 years here. 2016, 2017, you kind of had the right mentality. You still didn't really have a complete team because the defense was still damn near dead last in the league in 2016. Yeah. Oh, my bad. I ain't mean to say Dimitrov. I meant to say Smithers. Yeah, Smithers. Yeah, Smithers. Smithers should have knew better. Let's see. Hold on. I guess Smithers done made Mike so mad he got his ass up out of here for a second. So yeah. So tanking is out of the question for people that really want to see a winning product. Tanking is not an investment. That's just like spending $150, $200 on lottery tickets every day and hoping to hit big. That's what tanking gets you. So, well, you got too much more to say around here. We're gonna go ahead and wind this down. Definitely appreciate everybody tuning in on this post-game show. Be on the lookout for Kicking It with K-Styles tomorrow, as well as the heavy hitters on Tuesday. Oh, Mike then came back. We closing it down. Oh. Yeah, we hitting on 2 hours. We hit past 2 hours anyway.
So, damn.
Yeah. So, like I said, be on the lookout for Kicking It with K-Styles tomorrow, where we will finish up the conversation about this game and other Falcons news.
Hopefully, we get some news. Some good or bad news. We just need.
I'm surprised. Look. I'm surprised we ain't talking. You know what? Before we leave, just for a couple minutes, I'm surprised we didn't talk about the. I'm surprised people in here didn't talk about the rumors about Calvin Ridley being.
They did. I just ignored the motherfuckers. I saw.
We can talk about that. We can talk about that tomorrow. But we'll definitely continue on to that. We talk about more so on what we took from this game. Might ask, like I said, we get some Falcon news, we let y'all know. Mike, you got anything you want to talk? You got your final thoughts you want to talk to the people?
I told you so. I told you so. What am I talking about? I told y'all so. Been saying this since after the Clemson game. I told you guys that Kirby Smart was gonna Kirby it up, and he's gonna put Stetson sorry ass in the damn game. He was gonna do it. He was gonna run him, and he was gonna try to build him up like he was a goddamn Lego. You know how you just build up them big old Legos? You just try to make the legs bigger and the arms bigger and bigger and bigger. That's what he tried to do. He tried to do that to Stetson. He just tried to make Stetson a superhero. Tried to build his confidence, and it cost his team the SEC championship. Exactly the way I thought it would go down. Everybody like, no, man, JT was going, he won the job. No, that's not how Kirby does. Kirby don't give a damn about nothing outside of what he wants. And what outside of that program and them executives, them ADs, and everybody who really run that program, he's a slave at the end of the day. He don't give a damn about those players. Let's just keep it 100. He don't give a damn about those players. Because if he actually gave a damn about them players, he would have set his short ass on the damn bench. Like you trying to tell me, looking at Stetson Bennett, what the hell good is he? What is he good at? What the hell is he good at? Running?
Hey, you know what my nickname, I always call him Elroy Jetson.
He's Elroy Jetson. That's all he is. That's literally what he is. He's good at nothing, and y'all trying to tell me it was literally. I'm gonna keep it 100. It was disrespectful to Alabama to say I'm gonna put Elroy Jetson in at quarterback and think they were gonna beat him. Come on, be real. Y'all really thought y'all had a chance, Georgia fans, with Stetson Bennett? I'm not. Look, y'all see me all the time. Red out, Georgia Bulldog out, and I'm telling you, I knew he was gonna Kirby Smart it up. I wasn't upset at all because I knew it was gonna come. He done did it ever since 2018. He's been doing this every year. He finds a way to Kirby Smart it up. Blackadamus has struck again, okay? The boy Blackadamus has struck again. And I told you so. I told you.
So basically, what you say is he Jake Fromm did again.
He Jake Fromm did again. That's what he do. Kirby does this. He can't pull that crap against Alabama. Alabama. You think you gonna beat Alabama with Stetson Bennett? You arrogant ass Georgia fans. We got some arrogant ass Georgia fans thinking they gonna really beat Alabama with some goddamn 5'8", 180 pounds Stetson Bennett. That was about as dumb as the damn Super Bowl, where Seattle thought they were just gonna run a slant instead of just hand the ball off to Marshawn Lynch. That was about as dumb as that. You deserve to lose.
Hey, correction. Stetson Bennett is 5'11", 189. Just to be
5'11". That man ain't no damn 5'11". Damn well ain't no damn 5'11".
That's what he's listed. That's what I say. That's what he's listed. And I'm not laughing because I'm a Georgia Tech fan. I'm laughing because this shit is true.
It's true. He's 5'8". These guys are 6'6", 330 pounds. Every last one of those defensive linemen, and you gonna try to tell me that you with a straight face that Stetson Bennett was gonna win the game? Come on, I gotta go.
No. Let me say one more thing on that. Yes, he Jake Fromm'd it up. He went through it again. It's funny. It's just funny to me because it's like even like I said, I'm just saying this as a football fan is when you got guys that you can bring in that that you can fit. Now I'm not even just talking about the Justin Fields thing. I'm just talking about just in general.
Yes, in general, yes.
And you're falling in love with these guys that got these stories. I mean, you did it with Jay Fromm because he was on quarterback 1. He had 2 good games. He had 2 decent games. But the fact with Jay Fromm was the Georgia Bulldogs running game led that team. What we say about Jay Fromm? He couldn't throw a hook route to save his life, right?
Oh my goodness! They hit straight to the ground. They were just hitting the ground. This is what they've been doing.
Exactly.
I don't know what's wrong with Kirby. Just like he been doing this stuff. I love my dog, but I was terrified going into that game.
Nah, I'm a Tech fan. I ain't know who the hell was gonna win that one. It was a toss up to me, but goddamn, like I said, when I saw Alabama lighting. When I was seeing that defensive line getting manhandled the way they was, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be a long game for Georgia. Georgia had a chance to keep it close, but if like I said, if y'all would have had JT Daniels, it would have been I think it would have been a different story. Of course, he doesn't run like Stetson. I mean, hell, Stetson ain't got no choice to run. He can't see over his offensive line.
Who the hell he's scared? Who the hell scared him?
Right. But like I said, as Georgia fans, like I said, y'all still have an opportunity in the playoffs. Y'all got Michigan coming up. What Michigan does well is what y'all do well, and that's stop the damn run.
Stop the run. So it's not over. I'm not saying that I lost all hope. I didn't lose all hope. But I'm just saying, sometimes you just gotta stop the arrogance. Just arrogant, bro. Just way too arrogant this year.
They say they put mini me at quarterback. He's like $1 million. Where he do like this?
Oh man!
Let me do it one more time. So every time y'all see Stetson Bennett about to drop back, I do this now. We're like, wait a second. $100 billion. No, we're gonna do it right. We're gonna do it right. We're gonna say Stetson Bennett every time he throw foot, we're gonna be like, I'm a football player. I'm sorry, bro, but I'm telling y'all to be honest with you. If y'all didn't have that tight end out there, boy, y'all have got your asses blew the fuck out.
Blew the bluckety bluck out. Okay, bluckety bluck out.
With Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers out there. If y'all ain't had Brock Bowers, y'all got blew out by fucking 30 points. Let's be honest. Because that's the only person Stetson Bennett gonna throw the ball to. Alabama figured that shit out, boy. He could throw that shit to nobody.
Nobody.
Yeah, y'all asses thought he threw like damn 4 touchdown passes against Georgia Tech like he was gonna take that shit against Alabama.
That's why I said
we suck. We ain't got no 5 stars. What'd you say? Kirby went with the same game plan against Georgia Tech into Alabama.
Oh my goodness, man.
Lord. But yeah, like I said, just to answer that question, JT, I'm just like I said, I ain't got no dog in the fight. But JT Daniels should have been a quarterback. He can at least like I said, you got somebody that can at least see the defense.
And that's just honest. Like I said, not trying to be funny, but you playing against Alabama. They got big, humongous dudes all over them. Their speed is different
from whoever. Anderson is a motherfucking beast on that defensive line, number 31.
Yeah.
That dude is a beast. I'm just gonna say
that dude was all over the place. He was.
But he been doing it all season though. But yeah, the college playoffs is gonna be interesting. Alabama versus Cincinnati, Michigan. At least we get to see two different teams this year.
Yeah, instead of saying the same stuff over and over.
Well, technically three different teams because I could throw Georgia in there too because Georgia ain't in there every year. That's an interesting matchup. Like I said, Michigan and Georgia is going to be an interesting matchup because I thought Michigan was going to struggle a little bit against Iowa because for some reason Iowa always play good in big games. They just stomped shit out of Iowa. I was like, God damn. But you get to see two different types of matchups. But if everything goes the way it goes, it's going to be Georgia and Alabama again.
That's what I was thinking anyway.
It's gonna be Georgia, Alabama again. Cause I love Desmond Ridder in Cincinnati, but they gotta have a perfect. They gotta play perfect. They make one mistake, they gonna lose by 14. And I don't think Michigan. And like I said, I know Don probably white because Don's a damn Michigan fan too. So you and him about to be talking shit. But they run the ball. They run the ball very well. That's all I see them doing. But I'm just glad Notre Dame didn't make it because I ain't want to hear that shit no more.
Oh, man, yeah, I think that you can kind of, I guess you can thank Georgia for that.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate that. Even though Notre Dame whooped the shit out of us too. I'm just not a Notre. I think they overrated as fuck. The only reason they get high praise because of their TV contracts.
Yep.
But Dre True Statement said, "Case that, what do you like about Ritter's game?" Well, I'm glad you asked that. Ridder, if you look at Cincinnati's offense, the one thing about their offense that I do notice about them is even though they do run a lot of that pistol formations and stuff like that, they run a lot of pro concepts. So he's already familiar with those. Like I said, especially when you run in twin tight end sets. Like I said, he gives you everything that most Falcon fans want is a guy that can run the ball, even though he doesn't run the ball. Like I said, he runs the ball quite a bit. And he can throw that thing too. The only thing about his game is his throws can be erratic at times, but that just comes with experience.
Yeah, you'll be able to practice.
Like I said. So he's like he's pretty much the prototypical quarterback everybody wants. That he got a strong arm. Believe that he got a big arm. He got a big arm. But I like quarterbacks that play in systems that utilizes tight ends too, because that's the closest thing to pro style you're gonna get. Now we don't know how it's gonna pertain to the NFL because of the competition that he plays. But from the tools that he shows, the quick release, the strong arm, the ability to move in and out, move inside the pocket, the ability to extend plays and stuff like that makes him a very intriguing prospect. See, now people may say, well, why didn't you like Trevor Lawrence or I like those guys, but the problem with it was if you look at the offenses that they played in college, like with Trevor Lawrence, for example, it's going to take time for him to develop into it, but he also was a product of the players around him. Desmond Ridder is not playing with no goddamn NFL talent on the radar type players. It's just him and maybe one other guy. So, but he's gonna get his biggest test against Alabama. And if this game ends up being closer than most people think it would, Desmond Ridder gonna be the #1 overall pick. But only if that.
We'll see. We'll see. I haven't seen enough from another these quarterbacks that like to kind of gauge on where that be going and what I think on it. I just haven't seen enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, I'm just heavy on quarterbacks that utilizes tight ends because that means he knows how to use all areas of the field, not just throwing a deep ball on a go route to this guy or vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I like him. I might actually do a video on him just to further explain it, even though I did kind of explain a lot of it here, but it'll be further in-depth explanation on why I like Ridder. So I'll do some content on that. But like I said, we're gonna go ahead and end the show here. Like I said, tune in to Kicking It with K Styles tomorrow. We might talk about the Calvin Ridley rumor that's been going out there. Just letting y'all know that now. So until next time, we red and black over here. Win, lose, or draw. You're gonna find AFN on here regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Your boy 6-Man K Styles. Y'all make sure y'all continue to subscribe, support 6-Man K Styles on my channel, as well as if y'all new and y'all ain't subscribed to Mad Mike Sports or Mad Mike Network, you subscribe to that as well as Atlanta Falcon Nation. We're trying to get 2,000 here and do the damn thing. So at the end of the hold on, let me say. Well, I'm going to just give you the preview here. Let's just say the rumor was Calvin Ridley was at the SEC championship game on broadcasting at the SEC championship game. So we're going to find out if it's real or if it's something made up. Until next time, until tomorrow, we here at AFN. We ain't here to play. We here to stay. You ain't got to go home.
But you got to get the hell out of here.
Ooh, 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 ooh.